Welcome to JoyNews, you're live on JoyNews. You just arrived here on the ground. What do you make of what's happening?
Oh, I've been here for over an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw you in your car.
I've been here for over an hour. I've just been monitoring and watching. But everything is fine. I think the numbers are coming up. People are showing up. And we're headed in the right direction. I'm sure that giving about another hour we'll be moving. Yeah, but
I was speaking to the minority leader, Kasala Tufosin, and he was saying that if you get to the central bank, the BOG, you want the governor himself to come out and receive the petition. If he doesn't come out, you're not moving. You're going to stay there until the kingdom comes.
The governor is a coward. Dr. Addison is a coward. I mean, and this is not going to be the first time. I've served on the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament for 7 years, and at least every year we invite him twice to appear because of the Auditor General's report. And I can say on authority that Dr. Addison himself has appeared before the Public Accounts Committee maybe 2 or 3 times in 7 years. He's a coward. He runs away from his own work, from his own failings. Most times he sends his deputy, Maxwell. And I won't be surprised that today it will be Maxwell who would have the balls to come out. Addison himself won't come out. Addison is a coward, and I'm putting it to him. You are a coward, and you have failed. You are a colossal failure. Because look, where we sit as a country, let's call a spade a spade. We have 196 central banks for 196 countries across the world. In 2022, the Central Bank of Ghana, the Bank of Ghana, came last. We had the worst performing currency in the world. Our currency was worse than the currency of Yemen, was worse than the currency of Syria, worse than the currency of South Sudan, worse than the currency of Yemen, worse than the currency of Ukraine, Zimbabwe. Our currency was worse. So come on, if you send your child to school and the teacher you ask to teach your child, or the lesson teacher who is teaching your child at home, goes to write the licensure exam and in Ghana comes last, would you continue? But what even annoys us as young people the most is that in 2022, they increased their allowances to themselves by 100% and paid themselves 8.7 million as allowances for coming last. This is the failing of the governor of the Bank of Ghana. This is the same governor of the Bank of Ghana who in 2022, apart from borrowing in excess of the 5%, 38 billion, to the government of Ghana in clear violation of the Bank of Ghana Act, proceeded to spend over 156 million on what they call maintenance of vehicles. Go and check STC and VIP, how much they spent on managing their fleets for the whole of 2022. The Bank of Ghana is spending more money than them. In 2022, Philip Edison spent 97 million Ghana cedis on foreign travels. 97 million Ghana cedis. From 2012, the Bank of Ghana has every year been making 1.5 billion as profit. Edison alone in 2022 makes a 60 billion Ghana cedi loss. Now, let me tell you what this is. 60 billion is more than $5 billion. Now, Ghana has gone to the IMF for 3 billion over 3 years. So basically 1 billion, about average of 1 billion a year. And in 1 year, Edison is losing more than 5 times what the whole country says will fix our problems. So who is our problem? If the whole country needs 1 billion from the IMF every year for 3 years to fix our problem, and Edison in 1 year can superintend the loss of 5 billion, who is our problem?
So fair to say that Addison is our problem and not President Akufo-Addo like others want us to believe?
Oh, the appointees are a reflection of the appointor. Been a colossal failure. President Akufo-Addo will be studied by your children and grandchildren on being the worst president. He's going to be cited in political science classes as how not to lead a country. President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia will be studied in economic classes on how to collapse a functional economy that was handed over to you on the basis of rhetorics and theory. That is going to be their legacy.
Because we studied also for introducing free senior high school.
Free senior high school. What is free about senior high school today? You send your child to school for 4 weeks, and then you have to pay a lesson teacher for 20 weeks to cover up. Paying the lesson teacher is more expensive than if your child was in school before free SHS. The finance minister himself doesn't agree with that policy, because you can't have a policy where even people who were paying $12,000 for A-levels or in junior school in year 9 come to senior high school and say they can't pay. free senior high school must be selective. Why are we not issuing LEAP grants to everybody in Ghana? LEAP, Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty. Why are we not giving it to everybody in Ghana? Why are we targeting and selecting?
Is this something the NDC will do?
Because the NDC's policy...
Because the LEAP money has always been just some meager.
No, but the point I'm making with LEAP is simple. You target those who are vulnerable. You don't make it for everybody. If you had decided you wanted to give LEAP to every Ghanaian, the government would have collapsed. And that's why we're saying the educational sector is collapsing because of this wholesale approach. Yeah. You must allow those who can pay. You should be able to give subsidies to some people, and some people must be able to get it for free.
But if it is targeted also, people with influence sometimes will find their way around the system and still benefit. And that's why
and that's why the president and his appointees must build a system that will not be abused. You understand me? And so when you have Bawumia, who was touted to us as an economic whiz kid, we were told that Bawumia knows where the money is. And now Bawumia has come and has run away from the economy for which he was sold to us, and is attempting to make himself an IT boy. I mean, ask yourself, what does Bawumia know in IT? What does he know? He's run away from all the lectures he gave at Central University. Did he give you a lecture in ICT in Central University? You know, and they have failed this economy. Okay, and instead of them being humble enough to deal with the fundamental issues we're raising, Bawumia is busy campaigning at this time with state resources in convoys of over 40 cars, with taxpayers' money, seeking re-election. My goodness, people have lost their sense of conscience. Ask yourself, what is happening to the young people of our country? The hunger and desperation. And I keep repeating the advice that the Asante Hene gave to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2017. When he went to pay his first skeptical on him, he said, people voted against the NDC in 2016 because of hunger and anger. And so Akufo-Addo should be minded today. And look, forget that I'm an NDC person. You were in Ghana in 2016. The situation in 2016 and the situation today. 2016 felt like heaven. The NDC is not perfect. But look, where we are today, this is abysmal. We can't get any lower.
Thank you for talking to us. We just had Ningo Pram MP, Sam George. Now, chants of revolution songs have started. Thousands of people, thousands of people have converged here to protest.
You saw the protesters at the occupyBoG demo chanting songs and asking that the BOG and his two deputies step down. You heard earlier chairman of the NDC saying that they will continue to occupy the BOG premises until the governor of the central bank, Mr. Addison, and his two deputies step down because they say there's been too many losses at the Bank of Ghana, and they say they've not had explanations, concrete explanations to this, which they say is affecting the economy and which is also affecting the ordinary citizen of Ghana. Let's go.